Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm going to be going over my finances and money goals from the month of September. I said this in my October budget video, which I will link down below in case you missed it, but I really don't know what happened to September. It just flew by and I cannot believe we're in the final quarter of 2021. I know that the rest of the year is going to go by just as quickly. So we've got to really take advantage of that, but I am feeling excited for the rest of the year, and September was not the greatest month, but it was pretty decent. So I'm gonna go ahead and go over everything that I spent, if I stayed in budget or if I did not. Also, all of my finance updates, so my sinking fund balances, my net worth, and even my Vantage Score. The first thing I want to go ahead and give an update on are my money goals that I set for the month of September, and I had three main goals. The first one was to put at least $1,500 toward my student loans, or to reach a savings of $10,000 total for my student loans. So in case you are new here, I am currently saving for my student loans, and that's been my main focus for the last few months, really the bulk of the year. And I have now a little over, I did not reach my goal, so spoiler alert, I did not reach my goal. I put about 860, I think I'll get to the numbers, the specifics in just a moment, but over 800 to my student loan savings, and I'm at like 9,600 something. So I didn't quite reach 10,000, definitely did not save over 1,500, but it was a bit of a rough month for myself and for my dog, one of my dogs. So it happens, that's life, and I still was able to put a decent amount toward my savings. So I'm pretty happy with that. And I know that for sure I will hit 10,000 in October, which makes me really excited. So I'm looking forward to that. My next goal was to make at least $1,000 online from my online business and such. I am going to be filming my video on my online income and extra income plus my business expenses, so that will be up very soon. Keep an eye out for that if you're interested. And I did achieve that goal, thank goodness, because it helps so much, and I was afraid I wouldn't for some reason, but I actually made more than last month. I made $1,121 and some change. In my monthly video where I document my online income and extra income, I break down everything, all of my income. So if you're interested in where that $1,121 came from, you can stay tuned for that. But that's pretty decent. Obviously I hit my goal and a little bit higher than last month. But yeah, we're just hoping to maintain that or do a lot better for the final 3 months. And then my third and final money related goal was to pass that certification exam that I have failed twice. And I'm happy to say that I did pass. What I did with this, okay, so first of all, a lot of people are guessing, not a lot of people, but a few people are guessing what I am doing. And a lot of people think it's finance related, like I'm gonna become a CFP or a CPA. And no, I will say that now that it literally has nothing to do with finances. Those are really good guesses, but yeah, I don't think I want to work in finance just because I enjoy financial coaching, but actually putting a job in finances, I don't think I would enjoy money so much, because I really like YouTube, you know, like I like creating this content, documenting my journey, helping people pay off their debt, but actually working in finances isn't really my thing. So I will say that I don't have anything further to announce in regards to that, but I did finally pass that exam. I literally screamed because I was so afraid to fail a third time, and also just because it costs money each time to take this exam, of course, and I did pass it. And what I did for this was I didn't tell anybody when I was scheduling it, so I just went ahead and scheduled my exam, didn't tell anybody in my family, didn't tell my boyfriend, I didn't tell anybody, just so that there was no added pressure and so that nobody would ask me like, oh, how did your exam go? Or, you know, and I just didn't want any pressure. And I ended up passing it by doing, obviously there was a lot more that went behind it, but yeah, very grateful for that, and fingers crossed that things will be moving forward very soon. I will keep you updated, of course. But now I'm gonna go ahead and go down to the bottom of the screen. Per usual, I'm gonna show you my spreadsheets, and just FYI, if you're interested in these spreadsheets, I have them linked down below. They are free for you to use, and please do not request access to these, because you have to just create a copy of this. In order to use it, you create a copy and then you can edit and fill in your own numbers as needed. So let's go over my actual spending, and then I will give you the rundown on all of my finances. All right, so we are starting with my income up here at the top as usual, and you guys know that my Work income, I do know the month before, so you guys already know this, $5,134.44 pre-tax, so all of this income here is pre-taxed. Business income, like I said, I made $1,121.72, and these numbers here are just calculating my tax savings. Other income, I didn't make as much as I wanted to, $116.60, the bulk of which came from credit card rewards, so I'll break that down in my other video, but you know, every little bit helps, so I'll take it. And then I did pull from my sinking funds, $1,111. I like that number. But I primarily, okay, so let's see, my car insurance, I will update on just a minute, but this is because I paid my 6-month premium for my car insurance. So that was, I think I pulled like $600 something. And then gifts, whatever I spent on gifts, I will show that. And then my emergency fund, I think I pulled, I should have broke this down by what I pulled out of it, but I think I pulled $300 from my emergency fund. Because I think I needed a little bit more than that, but I didn't want to go too crazy. It was $300 or $400, but you'll see my update in just a moment. So I'll reference that, but next we're gonna look at my actual spending. So taxes is what I actually just save for my quarterly estimated payment. So that's $1,190. You can see that I was going based off of this number. Sinking funds, I did save $1,132. I'll update all of my balances in just a moment. Roth IRA, $150. I donated $50. My rent, trash, and pest fee, $1,411. Renter's insurance is $1,383. Wi-Fi with Google Fiber, always $55. Electricity came in a little bit under budget at $67.80. Water and sewage, I do know the month before, so that's $31.99. Groceries, I think I went over on this. Did I go over? Yeah, I did. $361.96, so $36.96 over budget. Not horrible, but definitely not what I was trying to do in September. Again, I think I said this in my October budget, but I went to the grocery store multiple times and just did not expect to do that, or I'm just like, oh, I need this, or I bought stuff that was definitely unnecessary. 36 isn't horrible, but still want to stay under budget there. Food out, I budgeted 30. I wasn't expecting anything here because I was like starting a special diet, but turned out that's not even necessary for me. So that went out the window, and I did spend some money, and it wasn't bad though. $28.01. So I just went, I think this was like a Starbucks, and then I got donuts for me and my sister, vegan donuts. So $1.99 under budget, which is good. Gas for my car, this one is right at the mark, 27 cents under budget. I spent $69.73. So you can see here the breakdown. I'm spending about $35 per gas fill up, and I went twice. I did do a lot more driving in September. The same may be the case for October. So I did, 70 is the new normal for me right now. Student loan savings, my goal was $1,500. Like I said, I did not achieve that, but I was not too far off, $861.31. So $638.69 under budget, but you can see everything that I've transferred here. All these numbers you have seen if you watch my Transfer Tuesday videos. And honestly, thank you to y'all, because the bulk of this is coming from Buy Me a Coffee or directly through Venmo. So thank you to the few people who always help me out every month. Yeah, this number would be a lot lower if it weren't for y'all. Life insurance, $90. I have an FAQ on this, but I'm gonna have an update on this soon, okay? We're gonna do something about this. But if you're curious as to why I have life insurance for $90 a month, then check out my description box. Health and beauty, I budgeted $500, but went over. $638.53, so $138.53 over. Yeah, there was just a lot that was happening. And honestly, the main reason that this happened was a couple of these are reservations for October. So I booked with an acupuncturist, and I purchased that in September, but I'm not going to see her until this week actually. Same with this $99 charge. I'm going to heal her. So yeah, honestly, I'm just trying all the things for my health, because y'all know that I've been having issues, and I did find out what it is. So I'm okay with that. And the good thing about it is it kind of counterbalances what I'll be spending in October for the most part because I prepaid these things. Phone was $40. Dogs, I expected $100, but also if you have been watching my videos, then you know my dog has been sick, and I spent $520.48 instead, so quite a bit over budget, $420 over budget. Luckily, my sister helps out also with my dog. She has the dogs, but also we split the bills, or kind of like, balance it out in such a way. So it wasn't as much as it actually was for me only. But yeah, hopefully we figure out everything that's wrong with her and then can get her better from October and on. Business, $12. That was just Google Workspace. Gifts, I budgeted $100 and I spent $91.17, so $8.83 under budget. This was for my boyfriend's birthday. Car insurance, I did spend $502.53, so yeah, like I said, I had pulled $600 from my sinking fund for this because I ended up taking the defensive driver's course a couple of months ago, and that saved me a pretty decent amount of money for the 6-month premium, and I do highly recommend that you take it if you haven't within 3 years because you can get a decent savings. So that's why I ended up having more money, and I was able to apply the $97 extra or so to my student loan savings. I did pay $60 for that certification exam. Luckily, that is the last time I have to pay for that specific exam, and that was $60. Then I do have a couple of things. So coaching. This one, I knew this was happening in September because I was already getting coached in August, but she wasn't gonna bill me until like all of it was over. So I knew that this was gonna be happening. I just completely forgot to put it in my budget. I also got coaching for something else in relation to this whole thing. So that was $462.01. Yes, it's quite a bit of money, but it was what I needed to, it helped me pass the exam. I see this as an investment in my future, and I'm okay with it. And yeah, that's a pretty decent chunk of money, but I will be okay. Personal spending, I mentioned this in my previous Transfer Tuesday because I ended up saving this amount because any amount that I spend in personal, I need to put toward my savings as well. So I spent $177.44, the bulk of it on, actually all of it on jewelry. No, the bulk of it on jewelry and then some candles. So I got some new pieces for myself and I really love them. So I don't really regret it. And I love the candles I got. So here we are. And then the final thing is I got a car wash finally. I haven't had a car wash in I don't know how long. My car desperately needed it. And I decided to do it on a weekend where the whole week after was like beautiful weather. So it was definitely worth it. My car still looks amazing. And that was just $10. So I could pull that from my car maintenance sinking fund, but I'd really just rather cash flow $10 for the car wash because it's not really a huge deal. Okay. So I spent a total of $8,026.79 in the month of September, and you can see that if we exclude my debt and savings, I actually spent $4,693.48, which is a lot. That's way more than I typically spend. Usually it is around the $2,500 mark or so, but you see where these big things are. I mean, car insurance is one thing, the coaching, the health, my dog. So it all kind of adds up. And this number is negative, my income minus my expenses, but it's usually because I have leftover money somewhere in my checking account. So it's not like I'm overdrafting my account. It's just for me to look at. Now we're gonna go ahead and look at my savings and investments for September as well as my net worth. So the blue section here is what I've actually put to my savings and investments. So nothing really new here. And then here's the actual balances. So for my taxes, I did pay my taxes in September, but then I had to save again for September, so there is a balance there. $1,191.29. All of these numbers do include the little bit of interest that I earn from the high yield savings account with Marcus by Goldman Sachs, which I do actually have link down below, because if you use my link, then you get an additional 0.2% of an earnings. So for example, right now Marcus by Goldman Sachs is offering 0.5%, but if you sign up, you would get 0.7% for 3 months. So my account is earning 0.7% right now, which is better than most of them. Okay, emergency fund did go up, but not as much as it should have based on what I put in, because I did pull from it. So $3,608.74. My gift sinking fund, $461.09. That one did go down because I pulled from that. Travel, $134.22. Car maintenance is at $938.46. Next month we'll get over $1,000, so that's exciting. Car insurance, that went to $90.10. I did pull all of that out and then saved again. Medical and dental is still at 99 cents just because I've been having so many medical bills. Not gonna save for that if I need to constantly use it. FinCon, $1.19. I'm not adding to that because I did not go this year. MacBook, I'm saving $100 a month, so $501.06. Phone, $371.89. And then M1 spend, which is my student loan savings, I ended at a balance of $9,624.94, which is a pretty solid amount. You can see the total I have saved is almost $17,000, not the highest I've ever had since last month was. The big dip was because of my taxes, but this is still really promising. Next, for my investments, my Roth IRA, I think it went down. Did it go down? Yeah, $7,952.50. So you can see it went down a little bit from last month just because the market was down despite me putting money in there. And then my M1 Invest account did go up, $3,279.67. Some of this was the market growing, but the bulk of it came from M1 referrals, which I do always have linked down below. And I'm so grateful for anybody who uses my link and who has used my link, because that's where the bulk of this money came from. So when you sign up and contribute $100, then you get $30, I get $30, and you just keep on investing. But you can see my investments did go up, and this is exciting because $10,000 was a milestone for me. I've never had $10,000 invested, so now to have over $11,000 is amazing, and I'm so grateful for that. You can see that my total here is about the same as last month, but a little bit lower. And then the yellow section, this is my net worth. So negative $4,163.86. Unfortunately, it did go down from last month. So you can see on the chart here that it went down. It's not as good, it's not as pretty. I was hoping it would just keep going up, but that's okay. I was kind of expecting that. I think in my last video I did say that, but I'm hoping October, November, December, it will go back up, and maybe I'll get to zero next month, or this month, October. It might be happening. Either October or November. I know it's happening this year. Also, somebody had asked, like, why are you counting how is your phone an asset? None of these numbers here are things that I physically own. So I don't count my car as an asset. I don't count like anything that I own as an asset. These are all what I have in cash saved for these things. So when I have phone here, this means my sinking fund or my savings account for a new phone is at $371.89. That does not mean that's the value of this phone. Just FYI, I wanted to clarify that in case anybody was confused. So I don't include my car here or anything. I do put my checking account, this is the balance that I have on the final day of the month. The last thing to update on is my Vantage Score. I do track my Vantage Score because that's what I look at the most through the app Credit Karma, which I really like. Unfortunately, what happened in early September, my credit score went up to 788 actually. And then what happened was I had paid my card and everything. This keeps happening, but like there's a pending fee on my credit card. And so I'm not paying interest or anything. I don't even have a balance, but it goes through on the same day as the statement. So it gets reported to the credit bureaus, and then it dropped my score all the way back down to 766. So even though the balance was like $186, and it dropped it by 22 points. So I was super annoyed by that, but it doesn't really matter. It's just, I hate that it does that. But that means it will go back up. It's probably gonna take like another 3 months or so, because I noticed from the last time that happened, it took about 3 months to recover. But 766 is still pretty decent. And just by the way, my FICO score is very similar. It's usually like 758. One of them is listed at like 763, I think, but yeah, they're all quite similar. All right, so that is everything for my month in September. Not too bad, not amazing, but still very proud and happy with where we're currently at. I will be giving an update on Q3 of 2021 because somehow it's already over and we have new goals to go after for the final quarter. So stay tuned for that video. There'll be quite a few videos this month. So yeah, just let me know if you have any requests as well, by the way. Feel free to comment down below whatever it is that you accomplished in the month of September. Thank you all so much for watching, and thank you all so much for your support. Please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in my next video.